caller. You are in the room.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, we're so unhinged. Hey, love.
Hi. I don't really even know where to start because my whole life has just been experiences.
Well, give us the best 4 minutes you got.
I mean, what do you want to hear? Do you want to hear about the time me and my friends saw a cryptid or like a shapeshifter or something in the
Yeah.
woods?
Yes,
Do you
absolutely.
wanna hear
Already-
about
we don't get those stories too often, so yes.
He's really into cryptids. Like you see how excited
His little black heart starts smiling.
Right.
My little black heart. Smoke.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell the cryptid story. I don't know what it was. All I know is that it changed shapes, and me and all of my friends saw it. We were sitting outside in one of my friends' neighborhoods, and it was a heavily wooded area. I was like 18 or something at the time. And I just happened to see something swinging from a tree. It looked like a giant gorilla, to be for real. And this is Georgia, where
Where do you live? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was like, there's no monkeys in Georgia unless something escaped from the zoo. So we all joked like, oh, it was a monkey escaped from the zoo. But then it like stopped swinging from the trees, and it just was standing there at the top of the tree still. It's still in the trees, but it stopped and it's staring. And even though it's a big black shape and it's kind of a far distance away, you can tell that it's big, and you can tell that it's staring at us. Because one of his hands, like the right hand or arm, was holding on to the branch in a way where you could tell it was facing towards you. And it started to look less like a gorilla and started to take shape into the form of a man. Like its limbs stopped looking so ape-like and started looking a little straighter. His torso lengthened, and I was like, this is fucking weird. Maybe I'm seeing stuff.
Hell yeah.
And and then the thing crouches down. It turns away from us and crouches down. And as it's crouching down, its shoulder blades are getting larger and larger and larger, like getting above its head. And then it grows wings, like the biggest wings I've ever seen in my life. And it jumped off the branch and it flew off. And when that happened, all of us booked it to the car. We were all screaming. But before that, it was like nobody was moving. Nobody was talking. Because it was like, how are we saying this? Is this real? But the minute that thing jumped off that damn branch and flew away, we were like, all right, let's go.
Right.
Because that was scary. That was probably the scariest moment of my life. I did not sleep that night. I just knew it followed me home.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
That is...
No, because, all right, so...
I'm trying to think of like what it could be because it sounds like.
But this is why I say it's so crazy. Do you know that there's a phenomenon of people that have seen animals in places that they are not like? For instance, it was a big creator on TikTok who was submitted a story from somebody, and she tells us the story, right? And it's about a Black Panther in the middle of like somewhere.
Yeah, that one I've
spiritual. But I got sent a story months ago from one of you guys, one of my followers on YouTube, saying that they seen a Black Panther, her and a bunch of other people in the woods, and it has just started shape-shifting. And I think she was in Georgia too, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm looking at a map of like the supposed
it's a shapeshifter.
Georgia. You don't have to tell me the city, but like, are you like North Georgia, South Georgia?
It's like north, central, west Georgia. So it's about an hour west and southwest of Atlanta. So it's central Georgia, west central Georgia is what.
I know ain't no damn gorillas there.
No, I'm looking right now. Like, so I'm seeing this. It's an art print, but it has like a map of like cryptids.
Yeah.
So I'm looking in that area. There's a thing called.
Let me see. That's actually pretty cool.
There's this one that says Plat Eyes, which
I wish you guys could see this because
it says shape shifting. So it says shape shifting phantoms with eyes as big as plates that haunt anyone who crosses their path.
That's actually a fucking thing, Austin. Every state has its own.
Yeah, it has its own folklore, cryptids, and all that. Like ours is supposed to be like our own version of Loch Ness up in like, I think like Tahoe or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, we've also had like Bigfoot sightings up north.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
We have Bigfoot sightings down here.
Yeah, well, because like for you guys, it's more like skunk ape and stuff like that, but it's still like the same realm of cryptid
thing, right?
How come I'm today years old not knowing that this map and that this was a thing?
Yeah, I was gonna. I'm still like working on it, but I was gonna do like a. I don't know if it's gonna be TikTok anymore if it goes away, but like a series of like.
Yeah. Well, I'm just now realizing, and I didn't realize. I mean, I've said it out loud before, but I've never said it in public spaces. The United States is a portal because what do you mean?
It is.
Every state has
Yeah, so
its
panthers
own.
are on there. On this one that I'm looking at, Bigfoot, boo hags, beaver shark.
Ooh,
Hold on,
boo
time out.
hags.
Is that
Boo
a
hag
man? Is that a
us.
man with a
Like,
top hat on?
I know you're probably a couple seconds behind us. You're probably like 30 seconds. You got a delay.
Yeah, skunk
But, you know,
ape.
boo hag, that comes from the hoodoo culture. Hanks,
Skinless,
hags, all of that.
skinless creatures.
What's the name of the website you're on? Also?
I'm on Etsy. I'm just seeing this on like
I
Etsy.
fucking love that they make these characters
screaming
look
kangaroo?
really just like a
Friendly?
cartoon.
Right.
Well, because there's like a
And-
whole like I love Bigfoot. I love like Vanessa loves Mothman. Like I have a Mothman. She's like he's so handsome.
No, I can't. I literally.
No, but-
How
There's no
tall
one
would you
model.
say this thing
Yeah.
was? I'm just curious. How tall if you had to guess?
if I had to guess, that thing, because you have to remember, it was high up in the trees.
Right.
We have tall Georgia pines, so it's high up in the trees.
Yeah.
And it's at least 2 or 3 football fields away from us. And I could see how big this thing was. So it's easily over 7 feet tall.
Oh, hell
Easily. And,
I would have shat my.
you know,
pants.
even my dad has had an experience in the area where he was driving his truck at night and a big, hairy creature jumped on the back of his truck so hard. And he was going about 50 miles an hour. It literally jumped on the back of his truck, shook it, and then jumped off and ran off into the woods. He was like, what the fuck?
How do you
Yeah.
claim
So
insurance on that?
there's things here.
Right. I mean, how do you?
Yeah, do you have to call and be like, a Bigfoot jumped on my fucking truck, and they're gonna be like, sir, please don't restart
Report.
time.
Your car's totaled, sir.
Your car is totaled. We're gonna just say you hit a tree.
Okay, so
Well,
somebody
we're
asked.
right outside the Appalachian Mountain range,
Oh,
too. So it's like,
there we
if
go.
you
That
saw it,
makes
no, you
sense.
didn't. If you saw it, no, you didn't.
Yep.
Right,
If you heard
yes.
something, nope. If you
The
saw
fact-
it, nope.
No, but it's so fucking sad because when she said, well, we're right outside the Appalachian Mountain, we're like, oh, well, that makes all the sense in the world. One person said, what's the Massachusetts cryptid? It's on that map.
It's Austin's map.
There could
Georgia's
be-
map was more like cartoon characters.
No, mine looks the same.
No, that was a damn.
There is
it was
a
a horse
Tennessee
with a wing.
wild man. That it could be from the Appalachian.
What is it?
Tennessee wild man is one that
So
I saw.
there's like a lot of those, and they're like a derivative of Bigfoot, or it's usually, just like somebody who went psycho and they still live in the hills.
Yo, you know what we should do? We should do a collaboration on videos and go
Yeah.
through every state.
I mean,
I think we're gonna do that right
it
now.
really is.
So hold on, somebody said Massachusetts.
yes.
Well, good luck.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah,
thank
thank you so
yes,
much.
thank you so
Sorry, we're
much
all
for
over
you
here
launched this
talking.
whole
Yes.
conversation.
Yes.
And listen,
Thank you.
call us back.
We know you got
You're
more
We
stories.
know you got more stories.
I
Yes,
do.
yes.
All right, we're
Alright,
excited
bye.
to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You guys have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you.